Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. A little bit of a market analysis here. All the metals are up except for gold. And the gold to silver ratio has tightened now below 70 to 1. Let's explore. Yes, indeed, this is really kind of a rare opportunity. Usually you see it's the opposite, or gold and silver will move together, yea, though at different rates. But in this case, the only metal that's down a bit is gold, which may suggest that it was a bit overheated as we went through last week when it got up to $2,064, $2,065. It is now pulled back slightly, although not by a whole lot. As we see, the markets are now closed here in New York. Very interesting indeed to see silver has moved up, and look at what happened to platinum and palladium, up 2.29% and 3.3%. But the big mover was a $1,000 move in rhodium prices. Wow, it is now over $10,000 again, which means that people were telling me from my rhodium bar. Check out, if you search my videos for rhodium, you'll see where I discussed this, how I was not selling even at $10,000 an ounce. And as the price moved back down, people were telling me, well, you were a fool. You should have sold. Well, I'm going to be a fool again because I'm still not selling that thing, and it's over $10,000. Now, that's for the ask price. The bid price is still well under that, so I know I wouldn't get probably even bid price for it. Such a rare metal out there and has such a tight, small market. And nonetheless, this movement with gold going down and silver going up has caused the gold to silver ratio to now squeeze down below 70 to 1, which is exciting. That's flirting with normal territory in these abnormal times. Because, as you know, when gold and silver go up, typically the ratio squeezes down. Like what we saw in April of 2011, it got down to 31.6 in this macro trends chart that shows the ratio. So this is what happened to the ratio in between recessions. We're now seeing that solid line here. This is out of the recession of 2009, and so in 8. And we can see what it did during that time. The ratio during that recession was around 69, 70. And as we came out of it, the reflection of the gold and silver prices, we can see what happened here. They got it to their highs as they started creeping our way back out of this recession. And we're seeing now here in the recession of 2020, they spiked up and now they're coming back down. But what happened in between? Well, the gold to silver ratio increased leading up to that particular time. Let's widen this out a bit and take a look and see how long this had lasted and where the ratio got. It did spike up a bit here during the recession, as we saw as well in this recession, but it got up to just 80 to 1. And here it got up to a record high of 113.35, actually 114. It actually got up over 126 for a period of time. And but it is coming back down into some normalcy and reality here. But to see it now below 70 gives us some hope, because you think about it, much of this community really was formed, and when we talked about the analysis, has become much more stringent and more widespread. And all through in this time, aside from these little big pullbacks, we've been seeing the ratio go up between gold and silver, which lends to my argument that silver is being seen as an industrial commodity as much, if not more so, than as a hedge. Well, we're now starting to see it pull back a bit, and it's starting to give us hope that it's going to serve as that hedge in times of economic instability. And in a sense, given what we've been seeing with these higher gold to silver ratios throughout here, especially since 2014, 2015, they've spiked up here and climbed up from that sawtooth pattern. It gives us a little bit of hope that it will come into some normalcy. And what would that normalcy be? Well, I'm not really good at this trend analysis, but if you draw a line between these, it will be somewhere along the mid-60s probably. So we're getting closer to a normalcy if you look at it between 2012, let's say, and 2020. We'll see how it plays out. Fascinating indeed, but there it is. The gold to silver ratio has narrowed a bit to under 70-1. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.